Hey, hey, people of YouTube! How you doing? Yeah, it's Boxanadu again, but this time in a completely different room. And as you can hear, the TV is on in the background, and I better turn it down. Thank you. Right, yes. Anyway, so there is a thing I'd like to cover because I put it on a file on my computer, but it's way too long to put onto YouTube, which is, of course, Halo versus Warhammer. God, you Halo fans are going to love me when I say this. Halo sucks compared to Warhammer. I mean, Halo is a rip-off of Warhammer 40,000. Hmm. Well, actually, it's a rip-off of lots of things, including Doom. Thank you very much, look of Master Chief, because the Master Chief looks a lot like the player character in Doom. Why does it? Why does it rip off of Warhammer 40k? I hear you say. Well, let's start off with the two genetically engineered warriors. Well, two super soldiers. The Spartans, who are cybernetically enhanced, and the Space Marines, who are cybernetically enhanced and genetically augmented. Hmm. Biology wise, the Space Marines win. I mean, they can survive outside of space. They can go for days without sleep. They can go for days without food or water. And they have acidic saliva. Whereas the Master Chief is just a normal human with hydraulics and motors put into his joints. Also, his suit sort of amplifies his strength as well. God. Yeah. Onto the armor. Mjolnir armor. It's got a shield over it, which can be brought down by pistol fire. Come on. I mean, I mean, I just take a few shots from a .50 caliber pistol to bring down the shields of the Mjolnir armor. Probably just one clip. And excuse me, I just need to take a swig of my water. Now, Space Marine power armor. Wow, that is like a combination of ceramite and adamantium. So they're pretty much like walking slabs of concrete in a sense. It will take quite a lot to destroy a Space Marine. You're talking anti-tank weapons. So things like fuel rod cannon, that would be enough. The bazooka, that would be enough. Bearing in mind, there will be enough to kill just one Space Marine. Just one. And you'll be having about 1,000 Space Marines charging onto position. And it's not only just Space Marines, it's in tactical Space Marines. There's Devastators as well, and there's also Dreadnoughts, which are basically walking coffins. Well, actually walking tombs, and they're a lot harder to kill than Space Marines. Fuel rod cannon and Spartan laser just would not be enough to do much. Well, to do much to a dreadnought, unless you aim for one of the joints. But even then, it would take quite a few hits. And even then, with its joint incapacitated, it could still pose a huge threat. Like Furioso Dreadnought has got a multi-melter, which is a heat ray, and a heavy flamer, which well, it's a flamethrower, and then it's also got these really awesome power claws, which could pick up an M1 Abrams tank and basically just crush it out. And people of the world, meet, if you can see her. Oh, that was Lola. Meet Lola. Lola, meet the whole world. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Well, yeah, they can pretty much tear apart M1 Abrams tanks, something of which plasma swords cannot do. They can melt through its armor. Yes, but that's about it. But to be perfectly honest, Halo is overrated. There are other first-person shooters like Doom, Quake, Unreal Tournament, Breed, the Battlefield series, Call of Duty, Half-Life, Red Faction. Oh, there are so many. Not just Halo. Open your eyes, Halo fans. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, and then there's also the different alien races in 40k, which would be able to absolutely outmatch the Covenant. And there's also the Tyranids, which are far superior to the Flood. Oh, goodness me, I'm sleepy. The Flood, compared to the Tyranids, it's like a fight between the Common Cold, which will be the Flood, and full-blown HIV, which will be the Tyranids. I mean, yes, one Flood cell is enough to doom a planet. One Tyranid cell is enough to doom an entire star system. I mean, you'll be bloody lucky to survive a full-blown Tyranid invasion, because as soon as the first sign is spotted, the minor signs are spotted, it's already too late. You are going to die. And that is it. There's nothing you can do about it. And someone just came up and a very good friend of mine. I'll message her. Hello. On Arcadia, that is. LOL. Anyway, back to being right. Hold on, I just put do this. Oh dear. How are you? Back to 40k talk. And Lola, please stop attacking my foot. We are aware you have a foot fetish. Yeah, anyway. So, in a straight-on fight, the Master Chief would lose against a Space Marine, and the Covenant would be crushed by the Imperium of Man. I mean, the forces that the Imperium of Man has outdoes the UNSC. They got the Imperial Army, or the Imperial Guard that is, the Space Marines, the Adeptus Sororitas, which are the Sisters of Battle, the Imperial Navy, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, and the Adeptus Titanicus, and of course the Inquisition, which is which can have which is actually the second largest army in the third largest army that the Imperium can muster, and the most powerful, especially the Ordo Malleus, the house of demon hunters. Because they have the most powerful Space Marines in the universe, the Grey Knights. And if the Master Chief picks a fight with the Grey Knight, look, just know, Grey Knight would rape the Master Chief with his psychic powers. Every single Grey Knight is a psyker. And they're one of the one of the largest Space Marine chapters in the universe, and they are the best demon hunters in the universe, and no one knows more about demons than Grey Knights. So, well, apart from the Eldar. Well, finally got that off my chest and put it into a sizable file for YouTube.